So, this nigga think he now gonna claim Lenape. Aboriginal power is now claiming Lenape. So, let me check. You claimed Olmec. Then you claimed the Yamasee were Olmec. Then you claimed Chickamauga. Alright? And now you claiming that you are the grandfather. Right? So, Aboriginal power, are you claiming to be a Lenape now? Is that what's going on? Have you moved on to what, your 4th, 5th tribe now? Are you a Lenape? Is that what you're saying? You live in Philadelphia, so you a Lenape now? So now you trying to teach our history and you're fucking it all up. Like, bro, the more you fucking run your mouth, the more ignorant and stupid you sound. Now you teaching Lenape history. Well, wasn't you teaching before that the Lenape are Siberians, right? Invaders, right? Didn't you say just a few months ago that the Lenape were not the original people of Philadelphia, right? And you had empirical evidence that you never showed. Now you're an Lenape enthusiast, and now you're claiming to be grandfather? Okay. I'm gonna see where you go with this one. All y'all out there to support this nigga, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Real moron shit. But let's have fun with it. Let me find out Aboriginal power is claiming to be Lenape just because he lived in Philadelphia for 5 years. Let me find out. But that's how y'all abos do.
The Yamasees are the Olmec. The Yamasees are the Olmec. The Yamasees are the Olmec. The Yamasees are the Olmec.
Which we'll get into the history of the Lenni Lenape being the Olmec. That's a whole nother history.
The Yamasees are the Olmec. The Yamasees are the Olmec. The Yamasees are the Olmec. The Yamasees are the Olmec.
Which we'll get into the history of the Lenni Lenape being the Olmec. The Lenni Lenape being the Olmec. The Lenni Lenape being the Olmec. The Lenni Lenape being the Olmec.
The Yamasees are the Olmec.
That's a whole nother history.
We just gotta be able to put it out. It ain't about no dick measuring contest. It's about your work that you put in. Is you do or you known in your community for advocating this work and putting situations and solutions in plan. So when you come to Delaware, when you come to places like Tennessee, when you come to places like Philly, my name is very known in these particular areas. We're putting together something very big for Philly right now. So like I said, especially in dealing with the indigenous Aboriginals.
I'll be down there because that's like Lenape territory. All right, so I'm gonna come help you with that.
Yeah,
right?
this is what I'm saying.
That's Lenape.
Listen, I'm not here for the names and shit, but yeah, we can get into that. That's another conversation too. But you know, I'm saying
history.
Hold on.
I'm gonna help you.
Hold on, Ab.
What I'm saying is there was people there before the Lenni Lenape. There was people there before the Lenni Lenape.
We the grandfathers.
There was people there before the Lenni Lenape. The Yamasees are the Olmec. There was people there before the Lenni Lenape.
No, there wasn't.
And as well as you know,
there wasn't.
just like you know, when your people came here.
You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
You said it at your
how would people?
My bad, brother. My bad.
People?
Who
like
are those people?
Yeah, and how are people directly connected to them? I think that's where it starts to be problematic. If you can show me that you're connected to the people that were in these lands correctly, you know, then that has to be respected. But I think what we have issues is that people.
Yeah, I can definitely. I got overwhelming sources. Showing the connection between my people
that was in
and where I'm from.
Before the Lenape. Just tell. I'm curious.
Say what?
The name of the people who were in Philadelphia before the Lenape. I'm curious.
Before the Lenni Lenape, well, they go by various different names, bro.
Okay.
But listen, I'm not here to play this. I'm not here to play this.
I want to be educated. Can I get one?
But listen, hold on. Let me say what I'm trying to say though, so you can hear what I'm trying to say clear. You feel me? So listen, you said at your own mouth. I'm gonna play the audio, which I don't lie. I don't have no reason to lie. I ain't got no reason to lie about shit. You said at your own mouth when I asked you about your own Lenni Lenape history. You said your peoples came from byway Africa to Middle East. To Siberia, to Bering Strait, to America.
Ahead,
and you also said,
play it.
All right.
Go ahead, play it.
All right, hold on. I'm about to get on my computer. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
So I'm gonna tell you what I said. I said Homo sapiens.
There you go. That's what I was going to say. Homo sapiens.
I said I didn't say my people. I said Homo sapiens are from Africa. That's what I said.
Listen.
I didn't say my people.
I want you I want you to say that because I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let you say what you said, and I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna let you hear the whole question and hand and what you answered. So give me 2 seconds. Drop that link in the chat before we
But
time.
the Yamasee, I don't think the Yamasee speak Algonquian, that dialect. Niji is an Algonquian dialect from the northwest.
The Yamassees are the Olmec, according to my literature of what I got.
But they don't.
Not
That's not
true.
Yeah.
We know Yamasee. We know Yamasee.
If anybody want that smoke, I want to debate that topic. I got overwhelming sources, and I'll take and I stand on it. So
we have primary sources. The Yamasee will tell you that.
Yeah,
I got primaries too, bro. Listen, I got primaries too. I don't know what you're talking about.
Living Yamasee.
You're not dealing with no regular right here. I got over 12 debates, and I haven't lost any of them, bro.
Aboriginal power. This is what we were talking about earlier. As Turtle laid out, the people that wrote the books that you're talking about and the people that study the books that you're talking about, white folks now, come to us to clarify what was written.
Listen, I don't play that race game. It's colonizers in all states.
You're right. I apologize. You're right.
I'm not here to play that color game. I'm not here to play. Listen, as a matter of fact, you got pale skins as part of your conglomerate as well.
My people got light skinned people up here, absolutely, but they got the blood. The blood's still the blood. But the thing is this. These people, colonizers, we'll call them colonizers.
So y'all go by blood quantum? So y'all go by blood quantum now?
Blood quantum. No, I didn't say blood quantum. I said by blood heritage. You are who your ancestors are. Point blank. We know blood quantum was a
okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So
I see what you're saying. Respect.
Yeah. So that's and that's why we're saying, like, for us, especially what happened with us up here, we know what our ancestors did. Some of our ancestors could pass for white. I know that was down in South too. So they went and passed for white. And now here come their great-grandchildren like, hey, I did my genealogy and it says that I'm actually this. And then we look and we're like, well, damn, yeah. Matter of fact, this is your great-great-grandmother right here, right? They're like, yeah, here she is next to my bro. You would think they're white today. But their ancestor went and passed and started pretending like they was white. So when we start looking into that, and then like I'm sure you've seen in the history as well, outside of the indigenous stuff, a lot of the colonizing folk were melanated. So that's the other concern, and that's where we say, okay, we melanated, we in this situation, but which melanated folk are y'all? Now, if you are saying that you directly connected yourself back, I'm not going to question what your particular research on you is. I have a problem when people start saying we all, because I'm like, well, who's we? Who's this we? Because everyone up here where I'm at ain't the same as me. So who's the we? And when we go into the we, that's where people like Dame start taking advantage of people, because they start throwing generic terms out. Like she says, the Yamasee say Niji. I guarantee you the Yamasee didn't traditionally say Niji.
Sure don't.
Thank you. I would like put money on that's not what the Yamasee originally said in their traditional dialect before they started speaking English.
These niggas is waking up now.
So I'll stop there, brother. But I want to, like I said, I appreciate the opportunity to dialogue tonight instead of screaming and yelling back and forth. And we don't got to agree. It's not about agreeing. I think that this is one of the most traditional things that you can do. Respect someone else's position, whether you agree with them or not, and still have respect for one another.
I'm with that, bro. And like I said, when I say something, I wish it was me that was making it up. But like I said, I'm only going with the data and the primary research that I have, that I'm able to present. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm not here to be combative in no way, but I'm here to make my point and stand on it. And like I said, at the end of the day, my mission statement might vary from what your mission statement is in your community. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is don't shit on other brothers about what their mission statement is, just because it don't necessarily align with you guys.
Okay, so and I respect that. Let me just say that real quick, then I'm gonna shut up, right? Nobody is doing that to anybody. What's happening is people are calling my name out and I'm addressing it. I don't have time to be disrespecting nobody. I really wish like y'all would actually see the narrative for what it is and not what you keep trying to make it. Turtle Gang ain't going after nobody.
Because it's like this, man. I watched the video, right? Now this is my brother right here. I know his character. I know what he's been doing. I know the respect that he also gets amongst his peers and amongst the people that he's and amongst his own family. I know this is as a fact, firsthand.
Listen up.
This brother Crouch.
Listen, first of all, I wasn't talking about him talking about Dane. So listen, like I'm saying though, bro, I wasn't talking about him talking about Dane. You sitting here doing all this talking, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I was talking about him talking about other shit in the Aboriginal community, nigga.
I don't talk about you.
You don't know what you talking about, nigga.
You don't know what you talking about.
Shit, man. Talking about this.
What is talking about Dane and all this other clout chase as if I'm talking about y'all clout chase.
Y'all ain't got no clout to chase. Y'all have no clout to chase.
Hey, what is the Aboriginal community? What is that?
Well, nigga, if you don't know, it ain't meant for you. You heard?
Bunch of goofy niggas.
So listen, we got Cheeto Pie in here. He a Yamasee. So I hit him up because that's how like we do. We just hit other.
Yeah,
like
we know
Chato
Yamasee.
We're gonna hit the Yamasee up and let them
What's
see
happening?
themselves. So Cheeto Pie,
What's happening?
Peace, bro.
Hey, peace, Cheeto.
Cheeto, do you speak the language?
Yes, I speak the language.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you know what you're talking about. You ain't just reading it out of books.
Oh no, we don't read. We don't read our language out of no book.
Okay, all right. Just checking, just making sure. You know what I mean? Because how we measure ourselves over
Chato Pop. Hey, Chato. What's going on, Chato?
It's actually Chatu, but go ahead.
Chato Pa. I know exactly who you are. I done met you face to face.
Yeah, you came down here to New Orleans.
I done met you a couple times face to face in New Orleans at y'all powwow.
Yeah, you came. Yeah, you came to New Orleans.
Yeah, I know. Right, respect.
So why you ain't tell them it was Omex when you was down there?
Shit, you think I didn't? What you think? Like, what are you talking about? This information goes everywhere, bro. Like, I don't know what
you
you're talking
told
about.
Those people who they were. Were they grateful?
No, I don't tell nobody who they are. I tell my people who I am.
Which we'll get into the history of the Lenny Lenape being the OMAC. That's a whole nother history. Which we'll get into the history of the Lenny Lenape being the OMAC. That's a whole nother history.
I'm not in any position to tell anyone.
You just said the Yamasee.
I said
was
according.
OMAC.
Yamassees are the OMAC. Yamassees are the OMAC. I said according to literature. Yamassees are the OMAC. Yamassees are the OMAC. Now, so you brought up Yamasee. So I brought up who the Yamasees allegedly are according to primaries.
You brought up the Yamasee. I didn't bring them up. I didn't bring up the Yamasee. You did.
Somebody brought up the Yamasees. I didn't bring them up. Somebody brought them up. I didn't say you. Maybe I was talking to Hawk. I was talking to Two Hawks when I was talking to Two Hawks, TURTLEGANG, not you. So when I had a conversation, he brought up Yamasee.
Yeah,
so let's be clear about
that. Comments did. Someone said that the Yamasee spoke.
Okay, so like I said, it was brought up. I heard it verbally.
Yeah, but you said the Yamasee are. You said the Yamasee are OMAC. Did you not?
Yes.
Can you pull up?
You're OMAC too, right? Aren't you OMAC as well?
That's incorrect. We the Yamasee are not OMAC.
I'm gonna give you the source for it right now. You ready for the source? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
You can look this up on page 56 of the Natural Aboriginal History of Tennessee. Are you familiar with that book?
No. Who wrote the book?
That's a book can't describe my people.
Yeah, and that's what we say, Aboriginal power. And I think that this is ultimately what our conversation is.
I'm not saying that the book is totally, but the book is loaded with primary research.
Oh, you're insinuating it is. But the book insinuating, you're inferring it is.
The primary research says so.
But it has to be checked against what the actual source material is, and the source material is the people. So
it's cited sources. It's multiple sources in this particular literature, which is backed up by the Library of Congress and the vital statistics of District of Nashville.
Hold on, let me put this out here. Okay, let me tell you something. Aboriginal power, with all due respect.
I'm just saying. I didn't need a source. That's all. I gave you my source.
Listen to me. Listen. There was a young lady who came to my family's reservation, you understand, in 2012. All right, her name is Professor Denise Boise. All right, they had an annual conference on my family, the Yamasee. Okay, that's how you pronounce it, Yamasee. Okay, so down there in Florida, St. Augustine, Florida, but her and her constituents in the academia world was saying that Yamasee this and the creek that and everything. My cousin, who is B. McCool, Sekou Hinton Gentle, the true chief of the Yamasee Muskogee Yati. You understand me? So dealing with that, he said, nah, that's not the way how it is. Your academia is wrong. And that was professors. So how you gonna have a professor to tell me, or a book tell me about my Yati, Yamasee Muskogee? So dealing with that, whatever book you have, that's not the right book, bro. I am a walking book. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you can see it, homie, but you see this here? Look, and I told you that when you came down to New Orleans. I'm a real one, bro. Ain't nothing fake about this here. I have ceremony. I do ceremony. You see? We didn't really get to chop it up in New Orleans. Yes, you came down for the chopper toolers. You did, but we didn't sit down and really chop it up to where I can tell you, nah, bro, that's not it. So I'm telling you, that book from Tennessee is not right, bro. And then when you say, scholarly, when you say scholar, a scholar is a student, bro. A student is not compared to Alachi. If you know what an Alachi means, then you be like, oh wow. You're not listening. You're not listening to what I said, bro. You're not listening to what I said. A scholar. I'm listening. I just, you know. When it comes down to my family, when it comes down to my family, that scholarly shit ain't gonna work, bro.
I'm not arguing with your family, bro. I'm just telling you what the literature say, bro. The same people that came and did a study on your family, these same people put out the information about your family, bro.
No, that's not the same people. That's not the same people. That's not the same people. That's not the same people.
Let me ask you this. Let me say this. So what did those people say the Olmec's real name was?
I don't know what they said.
Because you know Olmec is an Aztec word. You know, that's not even what the people call themselves. Olmec was an Aztec word. So how are you relaying this information, but you can't tell us what those people call themselves?
We're using what the colloquial sense say. I'm using this for layman terms for
that's the point. We know the names of our people without all that.
I can go into the names of it because they got it listed in this parentheses when they mention it.
You can't go into it. You can read it out the book.
No, I can. I got the literature right here.
Then say it.
Right here. I'm literally looking at it.
But
I can't even pronounce it. I'm trying to get on from my computer so I can screenshot. I'd rather show y'all niggas, man.
I think the issue is this. At the end of the day, after you do all of the reading and the scholarship, once again, you got to come and
you
check
got to connect it with anthropology and art. You got to connect it with anthropology, archaeology, and old tradition.
Even after you do that, that's all scholarship. I can say that all scholarship. You got to go to the people and say, "Is this correct? This is how I understand it."
I've talked to the people. Listen. I don't know if y'all know. I talk to the people all the time, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all just think I'm just on the YouTube, bro. I'm really out here, bro. Like,
what people you talk to? Bro. What people?
Talk to sons of different people that's part of their tribes, bro. Asking them who they is.
Talking about the Olmec, though. We talking about the Olmec. We're not talking about tons of different people. What Olmec people you spoke to?
They don't call themselves Olmec no more.
So I asked you what they call it.
They call themselves Yamasi now, bro.
Wait, who? First of all, let me clear this up. What Yamasi people have you talked to?
Man, I forget the brothers and sisters now. I done talked to so many of these indigenous tribes, man. I'll be losing track of these people, bro. I done talked to probably over 1,000 people face to face within the last 2 years, bro.
Let me ask you this. Who did they say their Meku was? Who did they say their Meku was?
Shit, like I said, I couldn't even tell you. I would be lying if I try to make up some shit right off the top of the head. I just know I had these conversations, bro.
We just need to know.
And a lot of that shit is on, and a lot of these conversations on video. Y'all go look it up on my channel too, though.
Okay,
like, a lot of these conversations face to face.
When they said it was Yamasi, what territory they said it was from?
They said they was from the Carolinas. They said they was talked to people from the Carolinas. I talked to people from Georgia. I talked to people from Tennessee. Shit.
So what are their names? Because I need to know. I need to know specifically.
Well, I can't even tell you exactly specifically what their names is.
Well, you said it's on the video. But that's what I.
But listen, you can do it. I got it labeled on my channel too. Conversation with Yamasi, with Yamasi tribesmen. So you can go look that shit up on my channel, bro.
Can somebody please pull it up? Can somebody please pull it up? Go to
my channel, bro.
Talking to.
Can somebody split screen it and pull it up? Because I need to see who that is.
If I can hop in, this is why we say it should be a move towards a traditional structure, because if you were engaging with an actual Yamasi tribe, not just people saying they're Yamasi, but an actual tribe, structured, organized, recognized by even the colonial government, whether federal or not. It was organized.
They had their tribe. They had their tribes there. They had their chiefs there. They had the whole shit there. I was there at a powwow when I was interacting with these brothers and sisters, bro. This wasn't like
wait, hold up.
Chaitu, take it down. We won't get it crazy here. Chaitu, take it down. Take it down.
Wait.
I know. He cool.
That was in Yamasi you went to, bro. That was in Yamasi.
They was having a gift. I forget what particular ceremony it was that they was having. I don't know what it was.
I hate to tell you. That's not. It was not Yamasi.
This is what we mean, brother. Like, anyone could pop up and tell you anything, and that's why we say, get with your tribe, man. Get with your family so you know that it's the real thing. It's not just people, because now you got a Yamasi saying, that's not it. But you in the middle now, because these people.
I don't even know that this brother Yamasi. He talking about the people I'm talking about, not Yamasi. You know what I'm saying? I don't know his chief. I seen these people. I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, wait. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Let me ask you this. Do they speak the language of the Yamasi?
Who, me?
No.
Do that.
The people that
Talking to
claim to
me
be
to speak the
Yamasi,
language of the
do they
Yamasi.
speak the language of the Yamasi?
I believe so, but we were speaking in the English language where I can understand. Because even if they spoke in Yamasi, I wouldn't be able to distinguish whether that was Yamasi language or not, because I don't speak it. So we were speaking in English like me and you doing now, so I can have a full understanding of what's going on.
Well, actually, we're not speaking English. We're speaking American English, which is actually a bastardized dialect. But that's a
bastardized dialect. Yeah. It is, once you understand that the English language was put together by the indigenous languages here. So yeah, it is a different conversation once you know that.
Nah, the English language comes from Indo-European languages.
I got no source pulling otherwise. I can pull up
the English language comes from Indo-European languages.
I can pull up the American Indian Encyclopedia right now, bro.
Pull it up.
All right, now what you
English
gonna pull
is
up?
not an American.
I'm pulling my shit up right now, bro. What are you saying?
I don't gotta pull anything up. I like
you saying that it ain't, bro. You do. If you saying something, you give me where you got your work from. You're not the fucking scholar in this conversation.
English
give me where you got your work from, bro.
Indo-European
language, bro. That's what I'm saying. Source up. I got my source. Like I said, bro. I ain't the one saying it. I ain't the one saying it. Y'all the one saying that y'all got all this word. I'm saying what these people said. These experts in these fields.
English is an Indo-European language. We talk about it. It's a Germanic language. What do you mean?
Period.
English?
All English is a Germanic language. It's an Aramaic language.
All English.
All
English.
No, not all English. No, not.
All English.
Was they speaking English as we speak it today before they came over here to this continent?
You're talking about cultural diffusion and words being transferred.
I don't want to have this conversation. You ain't trying to talk. That's all it is,
bro. You're wrong. English does not come
from
indigenous
wrong.
languages.
I'm not the one said it. The American Indian Encyclopedia said it with all the sources.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro.
All the reference. I'm not the one said it. So don't say I'm wrong, nigga. I'm citing my sources, nigga.
Okay, all right.
You wrong.
Your sources are wrong. Listen, Aboriginal power. I think you probably.
Yeah, I know, because you're a scholar. I know they wrong.
I'm not saying I'm a scholar.
And you
no, you're saying that. I'm not saying that. I never said I was a scholar.
No.
But what I'm telling you is that the English language is an Indo-European language. Just look it up.
And I'm saying that the English language it was only created by using the indigenous languages here. That's what I'm saying. So now we are pointing attention. So if you pull your source up, I
don't have to pull sources up.
Let the people decide.
It's an Indo-European language. Look up Indo-European.
Listen, conversation done. Conversation done, bro. We off that end. You ain't pulling up your sources. It's cool. I'm not the one saying it. Like I said, I'm going to pull my source up for where I got my shit.
But you're saying it's not your source.
English is from the Anglo.
Bro, I'm saying I'm not the one that came up with this. I'm only using primary research to prove this, bro. I'm only using primaries, bro. That's all. Primaries.
So the Pilgrims came
on. Bro, listen, I'm glad that you the scholar and you debunked it and you saying it wrong, bro. That's cool. We take your word for it, bro.
They had to learn our language here.
So they had to learn our language to speak English.
I know. Listen, y'all linguistic experts. I got you. It's cool. We good.
I know my history, and I know that the English landed here.
I'm not arguing with that, bro. That ain't in my conversation right now.
Indo-European languages are a language family native to the overwhelming majority of Europe, the Iranian Plateau, and the northern Indian subcontinent. Some European languages of this family, English, French, Portuguese, Russian, Dutch, and Spanish, have expanded through colonialization in the modern period and are now spoken across several continents. The Indo-European family is divided into several branches of subfamilies, of which are 8 groups with languages still alive today: Albanian, Armenian, Balto-Slavic, Celtic, Germanic, Hellenic, Indo-Iranian, and Italic, and other 9 subdivisions that are now extinct. Like, there's so much information on where English comes from. It's like, are there indigenous words that are now used within the English language? Yes, absolutely. That's a product of colonization. But the language itself does not come from indigenous words. Like, I hope I didn't lose nobody on that. Everybody still here?
No, you definitely lose.
That's the basic.
Yeah, I mean, that's as basic as I can get, because I don't want to like whatever sources you got. I don't know. Them might have been. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. I can cite them though, but you know how it go. Y'all ain't gonna look them up though.
No, why wouldn't we look them up, bro? Why wouldn't we look them up? Don't think that we not above being taught something, bro. You just gotta bring it so we can really see it. Drop the link. I'll pull it up. I'll read the shit. I'm not trying to be.
You can look up Jack Weathered First, Natives Roots book on how Indians enriched America. I'm gonna give you another source. This is from the
But how does that
encyclopedia
book
too.
state what you're saying though?
Because it's gonna go into the languages, the English language being created here. I'm telling you, that's what I'm telling you. This all the stuff that the sources I'm giving you is directly referencing to what I'm talking about. It's all labeled and structured in this encyclopedia that's giving reference to what it's talking about right now, which is the English languages.
You mean English is
in
spoken here in America?
Yes.
Okay, I can see that because words like canoe, moose.
What I'm saying is, the English that we speak in America was only spoken when they came to America. They never spoke it nowhere else.
If that was the case, when you go to Australia, they wouldn't understand your English. When you go to Africa,
they didn't get the English till after they came here, though, bro. That's what I'm saying. They didn't get that till after they came here, bro.
Before they came,
they didn't go. They went to Australia.
Colonized Australia. No, they didn't.
They after they
it
came
wasn't
to
the
America,
same people.
bro.
It was a different people, bro. It wasn't the same boats with the same colonists.
Bro, nobody saying it's the same boat, bro. It was under the same regime, bro. It was the British. You had the Dutch. You had all these people colonizing these particular areas, bro, coming out of Europe, bro.
What language did the English
what I'm
speak?
saying is they came here before they went to Australia. That's my point.
Okay, but that's got nothing to do with the language. It's got nothing to do with language. That doesn't mean.
I already referred to the language. I just gave you the sources for them. Like I said, J.A. Simpson, the Compact of English Language in America for Oxford Dictionary, from Oxford Dictionary and English Oxford University Press.
I can tell you where the English went before they came to America, though. They went to India. So how was the English language in India?
I'm in agreement to you with that, bro. Like I said, I'm not combative.
That's
brother,
cool.
Bro.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm in agreement to that. I don't want to disagree with that, brother. I'm in agreement with that, bro.
I just want to tell you, bro. I'm not hating on your community. I'm not hating on you. It be times where niggas say something slick and it's called sarcasm.
Nah, it will, bro. Listen, I'm here to say, listen, bro. It's all love, bro. It's peace, bro. Let's just keep the shit cordial, bro. Just let us rock out, do our thing, bro. We're not hating on y'all, bro. Niggas never hated on nothing. The niggas did till our name got mentioned.
Nah, listen.
Like I said, niggas never mention niggas, bro. Niggas never mention niggas, bro.
Listen, okay, so let me tell you, let me hit you with something, Aboriginal Power, yo. All right, so yeah, you may not ever mention niggas, and like what you say may be true, but I know today a nigga mentioned my name, and I know today when I woke up, I had no intention of having any confrontation with that man. And I know today when I listened to that thing, because I listened to Top Cat, not because I was checking for him, because I support Top Cat.
Community leader, though, bro. He's not, bro. He
listen,
shit
I'm not
about
arguing with that. No,
bro.
listen, I'm not talking shit about. I'm trying to tell you that I don't be out here.
Right.
I don't be taking shots at people. My shit is always in response to what people say to me. But let me tell you, I know that all this back and forth and this drama is what people like. So if a nigga really wanted to get popular, I'd be taking shots at everybody. I'm
not on that type of time, bro. I didn't get my 28,000 subscribers by doing that shit, bro. I got my shit by putting in work, bro.
Aboriginal Power.
Never been
Aboriginal Power. You see my picture right there, bro? That's me on my family reservation in South Carolina.
I can barely see it. I'm on my phone right now, bro. My bad. I can barely see it, but I'm trying to pull it up. So
that's me on my family reservation for our ceremony, right there, Post Colloquial Village.
That's what's up, bro.
Now look, I'm saying you out in Philly, you doing things. I'm telling you, my people from Philly, my father, I got brothers and sisters in Philly. Philly's
I'm not from Philly. Like I said, I just want to make it clear. I know a lot of people be thinking that and saying that.
No, I know you're not from Philly.
Like, I'm from Tennessee, though. You know what I'm saying? I've only been in Philly for like 5 years, gang. Like, you know
I know you're not from Philly. 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 But because you in Philly, I'm gonna show you how real it is, how real we is. And if y'all doing something, we'll be out there fucking with you to help make sure your shit go right. We support indigenous movements.
We with the community, bro. If you with community build, I'm with it too. All you gotta do is reach out, bro. There's never been a time that listen, bro. I drive to New Orleans to go help out with some of the Aboriginal brothers and sisters.
I'm telling you,
bro.
I'm already connected with the Philly people. You think they don't know me?
Me too. We locked in. So listen, we're gonna do some work, bro. I'm gonna show you how far my arms can stretch in the city. You know what I mean? And we'll see that and vice versa, bro. Like real talk, bro. Like no bullshit. We really out here. Got a lot of shit going on out here for our community. Dealing with the indigenous Aboriginals.
I'll be down there because that's Lenape territory. All right, so I'm gonna come help you with that.
Yeah,
right?
This is what I'm saying.
That's Lenape.
Listen, I'm not here for the names and shit, but we can get into that. That's another conversation too. But you know, I'm saying
history. Hold on. Hold on, Ab.
What I'm
When you
saying is,
say
there was people there before Lenny Lenape,
No, there wasn't.
and as
No,
well
there
as you,
wasn't.
and as well as you know,
No, there
just
wasn't.
like you know, when
No,
your
there
people
wasn't.
came here, which
Aboriginal power,
You're
I think that
wrong,
this is where
Aboriginal Power. You're
we
absolutely
set
wrong.
out
you said it at your, hey,
how were people
my bad,
connected
brother,
to
my
those
bad.
people?
Who
Like
were
the
those people?
And the crazy shit is, so Ab Power is now a Lenape. I ain't never seen a Lenape look like you, bro.
We'll get into the history of the Lenny Lenape being the OMAC. That's a whole nother history. Then you see him dressed with a toga on, right? That's a toga. See, that's something that the Greeks wore. We'll get into that. We're going to get into the history of why he's standing on the turtle, because he gave a prediction dealing with the calculation of the mathematical calendar that they used off the turtle back. And so this particular area is a survey from New York City. It's an actual survey. And this is in Manhattan. And smack dead in Manhattan, you got a Negro burial site in the center of Lenny Lenape territory. This is Lenny Lenape. King Tammy would occupy these areas. You understand what I'm saying? And when you go to the next image, this is all Manhattan. This is all Lenny Lenape territory. And you see the structure, you see the Star Force, you see the structural buildings. See, this is what I'm here for. We're here to work. We're not here to play no games. We're here to tell people that they're lying and they've been decepting and deceiving you. Look, Lenny Lenape, Lower Creek. Lenny Lenape, Lower Creek. And look what it says. Rivington the Valley. Look, it said known and probable native settlements. Original outline of Manhattan line, recorded native trails. So look, all the trails down there that's recorded, and it's obviously other ones that go to these other sites, but each one is an aboriginal site. 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 This is all downtown Manhattan. Do y'all see what I'm saying? So we got to take that into consideration. You see? So let's get back to the meat and potatoes and let's get back into this bill. I just want to give y'all clarity of who King Tammany is, what William Penn described him as. Because that's very key to how when we move on. Let's get into it. Now, Pâpsákeew is a river as well. Now, for those that don't know, it's probably one of the oldest rivers in North America in the Northern Hemisphere. It's one of the oldest rivers. Now, another thing is that the place that we call Pennsylvania wasn't always called Pennsylvania. It was called Pâpsákeew, which means the capital of the yeah, it was called Pâpsákeew. It ain't no damn Pennsylvania. It ain't no damn Pennsylvania. It ain't no damn Pennsylvania. It ain't no damn Pennsylvania.
Wasn't you teaching before that the Lenape are Siberians, right? Invaders, right? Didn't you say just a few months ago that the Lenape were not the original people of Philadelphia, right? And you had empirical evidence that you never showed. Now you're an Lenape enthusiast, and now you're claiming to be grandfather? Okay. I'm gonna see where you go with this one. And all y'all out there to support this nigga, y'all should be ashamed of yourself.
Ain't no damn Pennsylvania, nigga. My bad, y'all. But yeah, man, it was called Pâpsákeew, man. So I'm just giving y'all some game, man. So if you ever hear Moors talking about that, that's the history. They not bringing up no made up history.